every single year, millions of people make New Year's resolutions. But the research shows that only about 9% of those people keep those New Year's resolutions through the end of the year. And by the end of January, over 30% of people have stopped working towards those resolutions. And within 4 months, more than 50% of those people have given up on those resolutions. If you're someone that works out in a public gym, you see it all the time. Those first couple of weeks in January, the gym is packed and there's no equipment available. But by the end of January, there's no wait in line and all the equipment is free. I want to suggest that the system is broken. Think about it. Every year for the last 5 years, maybe 10 years, you've been making New Year's resolutions, but how many have you kept? 1, 2, 0? Most of us can say we've been doing the same thing over and over every single year, making a New Year's resolution, but never keeping it. So I think we would have to agree that the system is broken. So I want to say to you, F your New Year's resolutions. That's right, forget your New Year's resolutions. I know that may seem harsh because for some of us, from the time we were children, we were encouraged to make these New Year's resolutions. And for some, you may have family traditions where you sit around the table or you sit around a room and everybody in the room shares their New Year's resolutions. So I'm not saying stop hoping for more in that particular year. I'm saying you have to put a new system in place. There are 2 fundamental reasons why most people don't achieve their New Year's resolutions. Number 1, they don't care enough. And I want to imagine that that's probably not you. That's probably not most people, because if you didn't care, most people wouldn't have gone through the legwork to create the New Year's resolutions in the first place. Here's the second reason why I believe that most people don't achieve their New Year's resolution. Again, I don't believe that most people don't care, because if you didn't care, you probably wouldn't have spent the time coming up with it in the first place. No, the reason that most people don't achieve their New Year's resolution is because you do not have a system in place to keep the momentum going that you had in January to last for the rest of the year. I'm going to share 3 simple ways to ensure that the thing that you said you wanted to achieve in January actually becomes a reality before the end of the year. Number 1, set clear, specific, and measurable goals for yourself. Identify exactly what it is that you want. Most people start the year with this idea of, I want to get more healthy. But what does that look like? How can you measure what more healthy is? So you want to set clear, specific, and measurable goals. If your goal is a health goal, I want to identify exactly what that thing is. If it's to lose weight, I want to identify the exact number. By the end of the year, I will lose 15 pounds. If your goal is nutrition, I want to identify exactly what foods I need to stop, what foods I need to start, opposed to this general idea of being more healthy, because what does that look like anyway? Your goal should be a big goal. It should be life altering. It should be something that is going to better your life in some way. But why? Because if it's not a big goal, if it's not life altering, if it's not going to better your life, then it's not going to be worth pursuing. Because as soon as inconvenience comes, you're going to give up on achieving that goal or pursuing that goal. I want to set a big goal, a life-altering goal, a goal that's going to better my life, and I want to be extremely clear and specific. I want to identify exactly what it is that I intend to achieve. Not general, not generic, but specific. Number 2, you want to create a plan to ensure that you achieve that goal. I'm going to identify what steps are necessary to make sure that I achieve that goal that I set for myself. I like to call your plan your success GPS. Your plan is going to ensure that you achieve the thing that you said you want, because with my plan, I'm going to identify the steps necessary to achieve that goal. For instance, if your goal is financial and your goal is to save $6,000 by the end of the year, in my plan, I am going to identify, I'm going to pinpoint how much money I need to save each month to reach that goal. That's going to be $500. If I can save $500 each month this year, by the end of the year, I will have that $6,000 goal that I set out for myself. Your plan is going to provide direction. It's going to provide the steps necessary to get to your goal. And then lastly, number 3, I want to seek out accountability. I want to get a person or a group of people that are going to hold me accountable, that are going to make sure that I am working toward my goal for the duration of the year. Because the reality is, we were not created to live life in isolation. We were not created to live life on an island. No, we were created to live in community. When I am in community with people that will hold me accountable, now I have an extra layer of support so that when I'm tired and I'm weary and I don't know if I can accomplish that thing that I set out to do, I have that extra hand that can give me the encouragement that I need, the support that I need, or maybe the motivation that I need to keep going towards that thing that I said that I want. So let's recap. Number one, you want to set a big goal that's clear and specific. Number two, you want to create a plan, put a plan in place to help you work towards that goal that's going to lay out those steps, the tasks that are necessary to make sure that you accomplish your goal. And then number three, you want to make sure that you have accountability, a group of people that will hold you accountable and ensure that you're on the right track and that you're working towards your goal. Forget your New Year's resolutions, because there is no magic that happens by me writing something down on paper or me speaking something into the atmosphere and believing that it is gonna happen magically somehow. No, it is going to take work. But if you were to do these three things, these three simple things, when I say simple, they're simple in concept, but not necessarily easy. It is going to take work. It's gonna take commitment. If you were to do these three things, I can assure you that the thing that you set out to do in 2026 is more than possible.